back with comedian David Boyle, who is absolutely fucking cooked. So I'm in Malaysia. We got here today and I haven't slept in like 30 fucking hours. It could be 40 hours. I can't even fucking remember. God knows how long I've been awake for. I got no fucking sleep on the plane and I pulled a fucking all-nighter the night before because I was like, fuck it, I'll sleep on the plane, and it never eventuated. Then there was a fucking delay, so that started chewing up some time. So the plan was I had a gig at 8:30 p.m. in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I was going to get in like 4 or 5 hours earlier, check into the hotel, maybe have a little nap, have a little feed, get down to the gig earlier, ask some of the fucking Malaysians what the crowds are like, what you can say, what you can't say, blah. Fucking blah, blah. Then there was a delay in the flight, which was alright. Who gives a fuck? And everything's going smoothly until my wife, who only has an Indian passport, tries to get through customs and they don't let her. And then she has to fucking go back, get an entry visa, the whole fucking lot, which ate another couple of hours into my chilling at the hotel before the gig time. Then there was traffic from the airport to the hotel, and it took about an hour and a fucking half. So I just dropped the bags off and called the taxi directly to the fucking gig. No sleep. I get there at about 10 to 9 and I'm like, fuck, I've missed my spot, but I'll go down, apologise, and see if I can get a gig another time or something. I get there, they hadn't even started the show yet. They were waiting for a party of 16. They eventually arrive and then the MC's like, so you're on first? I'm like, fuck. I would have liked to have seen a couple of the comics before I went on first. But anyway, went on and I just had to fucking roll with it on stage. Did a bit of crowd work, did a few bits. I needed to feel them out. I needed to work out what the crowd was up for as I was going. And it went alright. Well, I thought it went alright. And then I was speaking to one of the Malaysian comics afterwards. And she was like, I liked your set, even though the crowd weren't fully going with you. You just look so comfortable up there. Which is code word for you bombed, but it didn't seem to affect you. It went okay. Anyway, it's fucked up Fridays, and I am so fucking cooked. I really don't give a fuck about any stories at the moment. My brain is not functioning, but I will tell you one, but it's going to be brief, and there's not going to be a hell of a lot of detail to it. It'll get you through the Fridays. It's a little bit incestuously gay as well. But anyway, this will get you through your last Friday before Christmas. You scumbags. Oh no, it's not even the last Friday before Christmas, is it? Who cares? Whatever. Here's the story. So about 10 years ago now, I was doing a little bit of construction work with my father, and we stopped in at a pub for lunch and put on some bets on the horse races, because I used to punt like a fucking madman, and my old man has punted every single day for his whole entire life. So we stopped in, my old man put a quaddie on, a quadrella, which is each race meeting. There's 4 races in that meeting that form part of the quadrella. If there's 8 horse races in a meeting, it's usually race 5, 6, 7, 8. And you've got to win all those races. So all the people that bet on the quadrella, all their money goes into a pool, and then it's divided by how many people actually win the quadrella. And so if some of your horses are long shots, there's going to be less people who win it than if you pick all the favourites. Anyway, this is pretty much irrelevant to the fucking story. So he put on a fucking quaddie. We had lunch at the pub. Then we went back to work for about half an hour and I was like, fuck it. Why don't we knock off early? We'll put in some hard yards tomorrow. Let's go for a drink. And my old man's really not that hard to convince to have a drink either. So we go down to the Bondi Diggers. That's where all the old like Vietnam soldiers and fucking war veterans drink. and it's cheap pus. It's cheap piss down there. So we go there. We're fucking hammered. And I'm betting on some other races, and this fucking horse got up. I think it was about 40-1. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. I didn't have it. It was 40-1. My old man goes, what was the name of it? I told him the name. And he's like, go check this ticket. And so I went over. I checked the horses on the ticket. They'd all won. I was like, Jesus Christ, he just won the fucking quaddie. And so we were waiting to see what the dividend was. The fucking divvy, and he ended up winning $20,000 off $20 on that quaddie, which is a fucking big win. And then we started celebrating. I think he gave me a couple of grand, and we just start fucking pounding booze like it's going out of fashion. We call up fucking people from everywhere, and the party really starts. At the end of the night, it's me and my old man, and we are fucking messy. And I'm like, let's go down to Bondi Beach for a swim. He's like, yeah, let's go for a fucking swim. And so me and my old man go down to Bondi Beach at about 2 a.m. and go for a nice father-son skinny dip. So we head out there. It's fucking freezing cold. Then we're like, this was not a fucking good idea. Run back to the clothes. My old man had this gold watch that he loved, a long jeans. I think that's how you pronounce it, a long jeans gold watch that one of his clients gave him years ago, and he cherished that fucking watch. He loved that fucking watch. And when we went skinny dipping, he took it off and buried it in the sand underneath his clothes, so no one walking past would steal it. So we get out of the water, go to the clothes, and I think they might have blown a little bit, like a meter away from the wind. And he went to look for his fucking watch, and it was not there. And then he went back every day for a week looking for that watch, and he never found it. I don't know what the main part of that story was. Father-son skinny dipping, which is questionable at the best of times. Losing the watch, winning the 20,000, or how little enthusiasm I had for telling that fucking story. But it's fucked up Fridays, and I am so fucked. I am just getting the fuck out of here. Alright, thanks for listening. See you later.